Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have something a little bit serious, something that I want to get in and discuss with you. We are going to be talking about Jungkook's hairstyle and why it seems to be an issue for certain armies online saying something about it. I've spoken about it briefly before. I want to get into it a little bit more here today. We also have Suga's kind of wrist injury. This was while he was on set, something he had during a recent show. So let's sip some tea here today. If you are new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so you'll be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now, let's get into it. I hope you are doing well. I hope you are feeling great and enjoying this wonderful day. I don't know what makes it wonderful, but you'll find something that makes it wonderful and hope you're having a good one. Jungkook is someone who has been a hot topic recently with everything that's going on. Whether that's about the music or whether that's about people just looking for things to talk about with our cookie baby. This is usually because he is so popular. Now, Jungkook's hairstyle has been something that people talk about all the time. I mean, with K-pop idols in general, hair is something you talk about. People have been talking about this for years, and it's a lot of stuff that people either praise Jungkook for or attack Jungkook for. But there's definitely been a lot of attacks on his hair. Out of all the things to attack someone of, you choose hair. You want to attack hair, you know what, you do you. But I'm going to explain why that's not okay. Such salty behavior. Sweet is also a flavor. Basically, Jungkook has mentioned a little while ago that long hair is something that he wants to do. And that he likes to keep his hair long because he feels like he can do more with his hair when it's long. He can have different looks, different styles, all that stuff. And he struggles with it because he thinks that a lot of people think his hair is very boring. And he says he struggles bleaching it and dyeing it different colors because it's really bad for his hair. And his hair particularly, I guess, can't handle that. And maybe it would be in bad condition or break or something. I'm not exactly sure why, but there's a lot of reasons why someone wouldn't want to bleach their hair. This doesn't mean that he hasn't done it at all. He's obviously bleached his hair different colors before. But it seems as of lately, maybe he's trying to take better care of himself and just do more subtle looks. So more recently, he's had blue highlights and stuff like that. But nothing too crazy. But since he feels like his hair is boring, he keeps it long to style it and all that stuff. And this will of course make it less boring, right? He in no way should be forced to do something that's not great for his health or his hair's health. But a lot of comments kind of roll in saying things like this: Jungkook needs a haircut. Or saying things like this: I just remember how I'm on some Jungkook protection account because I tweeted that someone needs to hold Jungkook down and cut his long hair. When he had it, IDK, why that's so funny. And these people are obviously complaining of his long hair. Now, I am sure if Big Hit could have their way, they would love if Jungkook could bleach his hair and do all that stuff and have all these different colors. Hence, this is part of being a K-pop idol. But obviously, they're choosing not to do that because they feel like they clearly can't do that due to the fact that maybe his hair would fall out. I don't know. And it's probably at this point where Big Hit doesn't even force him to do it, hence why he doesn't do it. And that's their decision. That decision is between Jungkook and Big Hit. Collectively, they have come together and decided that it was best for Jungkook not to bleach his hair, which is why his hair is a little bit more natural color, and which is why they keep his hair long daddy. If you go on Twitter, you will see people kind of talking about this. One person on Twitter wrote this: I don't know who needs to hear this, but no one cares if you don't like Jungkook's haircut or tattoos. Girl, preach. Yes, we need more of this. We need more of people telling them to mind their business. And if they don't like something, just shut up and move on to something you do like, because it's not worth your energy. There were more people kind of coming to Jungkook's side. There's of course a lot of rude and bad comments, definitely a lot of really bad ones that I'm not going to read. But we have more positive ones kind of defending Jungkook. Another person wrote this: I really hope it was your own decision to cut his hair and not pressured from others to do it. Whatever decision he makes, I'll support him. Not like he needs my or anyone's permission because he can do whatever. Anyway, love you, Jungkook. I agree. I really hope it wasn't the pressure of some of these armies or anything like that, and just more of the fact that the recent haircut he did receive was just due to the fact that maybe he wanted to do it. But imagine hating on someone because they have extra hair. So what if the hair is a little too long for your taste? It's not your hair. Also, he's a singer and he's a dancer. He could be a model, but he's not a model. If he was a model, maybe you have a right to say something. Maybe, because at that point he is judged by how he looks, and your opinion would be somewhat relevant since he's modeling. But you don't need to look a certain way to sing or dance. In no part of those occupations does it require you to look a certain way, or it shouldn't be that way. Also, I think he looks great either way. Hushity hush, we must have less of this BS going on. Hair drama. But hey, this is life right now. What are you gonna do? People are just angry. Also, imagine a haircut being too controversial. Jungkook recently was performing Your Eyes Tell, which is their kind of new song. You can really see him kind of live and how he currently looks right now, which is amazing. Bomb.com. Suga recently in one of his like kind of live episodes was shown kind of a little bit injured, and I want to get into that because it's a funny story. In a recent Run BTS episode, I believe this was episode 108. In this particular episode, they were all kind of playing a game. I mean, they play games in all the episodes of the show, but this one particular one, they were playing video games. They played a game where they all get to kind of pick a character, and the goal of the game was to kind of push your opponent or whoever you're going up against kind of off the platform, and then they would die. So like a little like wrestling fighting game kind of. So J-Hope picked this kind of blue minotaur looking thing. It was supposed to be like represent an old guy. Some people were saying it was a little bit rude towards older people, but I don't think it was, and I don't think that's what he was doing it for. I think he was just there to have fun. To me personally, I probably would have picked that too. J-Hope and Suga were playing hard. They were spewing out names. It got very spicy. At one point I was just like, ooh, who ate a pepper? I felt like Big Kid at one point should have stepped in and be like, hey, chill. Children are watching. I'm joking, of course. But hey, we know our boys get competitive and it's all fun and well. It's really hot, honestly. Excuse me, I meant hot. H-A-W-T. That's like a level higher than hot. That's like what you dumplings are. At the end of the show, they were all just kind of standing there, and J-Hope was kind of like swinging his arms, you know, like normal people do. And then suddenly hit Suga's wrist. Both of them quickly grabbed their wrist, kind of in pain. J-Hope had this reaction on his face of like, ow, and then Suga had this reaction of, why'd you do that? He was disgusted. I found this so funny. I'm sure it wasn't too bad of an injury. I have had cases like this where me and my friends were kind of playing around, but at one point they would kind of move around or do something, and they would kind of bump me and hit me, and then I would end up getting a bruise for days. Anyway, let me know what you think about this, and let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon. If you want to go over to my Patreon and kind of check that out, anything you can contribute over there really does help kind of give back to this channel and really help me kind of keep on going and all that stuff. So I really do hope you go over there and check that out. You can also get exclusive content over there, such as music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions, all that stuff on my Patreon. Link in the top of the description down below. There's also 2 videos that will appear at the end of the screen on this video, so make sure you click on one of those. I will see you over there. Bye.
I would